Hey everyone, this is Dan with Sydney's Angels, and today I want to talk about the Seachem Tidal, specifically the Tidal 75. And I want to show you how I set these up to maximize efficiency and do a good job with beneficial bacteria, keeping the water crystal clear, even with a heavily stocked tank like the Angel tank behind me. So there's plenty of good videos on YouTube already kind of detailing this filter. We're not going to get into specifics. All you have to know is it's a really good filter for the money. This is my third one in the last week because I'm crazy. But I think it's going to be a really good addition to my fish room. It's got a intake tube that's adjustable. It's also got a built-in skimmer. You can't turn this off. This is how you control how much water comes through the intake tube. This is how much you control the flow altogether. So like with the one behind me on the top tank, I'll actually turn the flow all the way down when I'm feeding. Otherwise I find that some of the flake food gets sucked in the skimmer and that's no good. The impeller sits inside the water, inside the tank, inside the water, so you never have to prime it, which is huge. Got a little maintenance tab here that pops up when you need to do maintenance. One thing a lot of people don't know, this flips upside down. The lid flips upside down, and when you're maintaining your filter, it's actually, I wouldn't even say it's gimmicky, it's just a great idea. It's actually made to click in so that you don't drip all over your floor. Whoa. But anyway, it's a big filter, high quality plastic. When you slide this blue tab back, you'll get the whole inner plastic majigger, and basically all it comes with is some Seachem matrix, which is my favorite biological media, so that's good, we're going to keep that, and some super duper coarse foam. So there's not really a whole lot in there, and a lot of YouTubers have already pointed out this is a dead space right here. So the first thing I want to do, we're going to set this all up with foam, keep it really simple, have it running for a long time without really having to maintain it. I'm going to take the foam that came with it, I'm going to cut it so that we can put it right in there. So all I'm going to do is just line it up with this. There you go. And that way you're not wasting the sponge, you're still using it. I made an oopsie. Thank God I have two of these. So I got a little excited and I cut this little nub off. You actually need this to stencil out your foam that we're going to be making. So if you cut it, I'm sorry. Hopefully you watch this part and don't cut that just yet. You cut it after we're done. So I got some 2-inch foam from Amazon. I can link the exact foam in the description. I actually really like it. One of these will do 2 filters. These get bigger as you go up in the filter. So the first one's going to be an exact replica. The second one's going to be slightly larger. And the third one's going to be a little larger too. Like I like to say, we're not building rocket ships. Doesn't have to be perfect, but make sure you don't cut your fingers off. There we go. That's your first piece. It's going to go in the filter. Second one is going to be a little bit thicker. I'm leaving like a 1/4 inch. You can see that one's just a little bit bigger. So I've got my original container. I'm going to put the first one in. All the way down at the bottom. We're going to put the second one in. Yeah, so it does fit 3. I just did this the other night, but I cannot remember. Got the memory of a goldfish. See how nice that fit in there? So the third one's going to be even a little bit bigger than that one. So this third cut, I say we'll leave like 1/2 inch. Left a 1/4 inch. Let's leave about 1/2 inch. There we go. So we got 3 layers of foam. 1, 2, 3 of the same foam. We're also going to have this blue coarse foam as like pretty much a pre-filter, And there's 2 more things we're going to do. Now we're going to take some polyfill. Buy this at any craft store. I buy it on Amazon too. It's basically stuffing for crafts. And we're going to line the top of this with polyfill. I prefer the stuff that comes in sheets. I like to cut it. And I have some, but I couldn't find it. So we're using this stuff instead. This will get a lot of your finer particles out. Especially before we get to the biological filtration. You don't want to get this dirty because then it's not going to do as good of a job. So the Seachem Matrix bag, it's like half full. So you could load it up with Seachem Matrix if you wanted. And I'm just going to load that right on top like that. Stick with me to the end because I got one more thing that's going to take it to the next level. So we've got our coarse filter pad that came with it, acting as a coarse pre-filter. We've got 3 layers of foam, and then we've got our polyfill, and then we've got our biological media, Seachem Matrix, which is awesome. Let's load this filter up. So you might notice you might have to kind of hold the blue foam in place to kind of get it. It will fit. But wait, there's more. What if I told you you could get even more sponge on this thing? That's right, a pre-filter sponge. By the way, if you guys are interested in any of the stuff I'm using, I'll link it all in the description. I just thought this would be a good idea. So whether you got shrimp, fry, or you just want a little extra filtration, you could go ahead and throw this on. And I kind of just guessed with these, but they actually fit perfectly on here. Now, if you don't like the way that looks, you can cut this down if you want. I mean, the intake's only like this big, but it doesn't hurt anything. A little extra surface area. So we're ready to rock and roll. We've got all of our media packed into this filter, and we've got our pre-filter sponge on here. I've only had this filter for about a week, but I already love it. Let me show you what it looks like in action. So I don't have the pre-filter sponge on this one yet because those just came in. So the intake's kind of just chilling. Hello everyone. These are some of the Philippine Blue Angels that I'm selling on my website, sydneysangels.com, if you're interested. They're about dime size, and I sell them for $6 a piece. I do have discounts available on my website too, so I think it's a good deal. So here's a nice top-down view of the filter working hard. I don't even have it on max capacity right now, max flow. If I turn this up, it'll really get chugging. This thing moves a lot of water. These poor guys are like, whoa, what's going on? So get it back to respectable levels here. Yeah, it's a great filter. I really like it. I think it's gonna really keep my tanks nice and clean. I wanted to update you guys on a few other things that are gonna be happening in the fish room that I'm really excited about. For starters, I ordered a Gemco linear piston pump that's gonna go up there somewhere, and that's going to solve a lot of my air problems. Putting in more tanks. So this 40-gallon rack is new. I wanted to build a nice wooden rack, but I thought, you know, I'm going to be moving everything in a couple of years anyway, so make something temporary. I did the old-fashioned aquarium co-op cinder block and lumber stand, and it's actually doing a great job. So what I'm gonna eventually have in these tanks is probably at least one large sponge filter in each tank and a hang-on back 75, and they get water changes daily. Move the last group of angels over there. These are the little guys in the 60. They'll grow nice and fast in there. I set up a guppy birthing suite, which has been huge for my guppy numbers. There's a couple of the full gold females. Black Moscow guppy female just gave birth to 107 fry. So hopefully people like the Black Moscows. I'm gonna have a lot of them. The rainbow fish Steve gave me are growing in nicely. They're starting to color up actually. A more avid rainbow fish guy would be able to tell you what these were. Steve probably would be able to. I want to do a video at his house. You wouldn't believe his setup. It's pretty cool. And his planted 220 is amazing. Yeah, these rainbows are growing. They're looking pretty good. I love watching these guys grow. I can't wait to see how colored up they get. The rainbow fish parva are getting nice and chunky. The black Moscows are growing. Those blue galaxy guppies that are my favorite had a bunch of babies. So I can't wait to start getting those out to you guys. They're just the coolest looking guppy. I just look at this male. Of course the light sucks, so I don't know. And he's not wanting to cooperate. Of course. Look at that. Oh, so nice. The white cloud mountain minnow breeding project that I'm working on is successful. We've got a few dozen frying here. If I had this tank painted, it'd be easier to see them. Well, you guys can see them. I'll be making a video about that. That was a lot of fun. And yet another failed German blue ram spawn. I'm just going to try to be patient. They ate their eggs again. I really want to watch them raise young on their own, but they're testing my patience. But it's part of the breeding game is being patient, so I'm going to keep letting them try and see what happens. I'd love to get these on my website. Look how beautiful these are. These are from a breeder in Texas. They're not even really all colored up right now. When they are though, they're spectacular. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button. And if you want more videos like this, consider subscribing. I try to upload weekly. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.